There comes a time when you realize that besides the fire, you can see the outside has gone from completely dark to light is
Gray.
Yeah, it's gray. The sky is turning gray enough that you suspect that sunrise is near.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'm on second shift sleeping.
So I'm the one who sees the sunrise.
Yeah.
Do you wake up?
And I wake you up when sunrise is. Oh, look, it's coming.
Cool. Hey, boo boo.
Oh, actually, before we wake her up.
Oh, I wake up on my own.
Oh.
Okay. Well, is it likely that I could wake her up without you waking up, and I can talk to her for a second?
No.
No. Okay, that's
You can
fine.
always tell her we need to speak in private. Please leave us alone.
Yeah. So after we
That
get.
would be sitting her outside.
Yeah. Well, after we get all set and ready to go.
She's concerned about her safety because of being associated with you.
Once we get going, I will
Okay.
come and whisper to you. Well, is there anything else we need to do to get ready?
That's up to you. By the way, the donkey did help from the sheer standpoint of producing heat.
Yeah.
Good job.
Perfect. He did his job.
Donkeys make great
We
company.
boo his breakfast. We each get a snacklet for breakfast.
And head out. So, what do you want to tell?
Hey, I can show you guys a game that I know you two can't play it.
In just a second,
Never mind.
can we have a second?
Go for it. It was just an anecdote.
I'll just let you go first before. Coming here may have been a mistake. I'm so sorry.
You couldn't know. And also, obviously, these people need help in more ways than one. After we address the war problem, we're gonna address the Jesus problem.
I keep going places and meeting more people that need help, and I can't do anything for them.
We can do something for these people, and also it's not your fault that this has happened. So,
It's only a little bit my fault.
no, it's the Shadow's fault most likely. And you did not do anything to deserve or ask for his censure or his attentions.
Thank you for being here. I will do my best to make this as quick as possible.
She puts her hand on your shoulder. We're gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
And you head out.
We move out.
The path that Grendy leads is also gives you the.
Familiar?
Is it a bit more circuitous?
The main thing is the years and the difference. It's like, yeah, I guess it is. This is the way. She's not misleading you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that your memories are having to align. The world is changed. The earth is changed. The whole place, the feel of it is changed.
I was actually going to ask that. Nice. But it's like it is obviously the same, but it's different.
Yes.
Because sometimes, you walk into a place you haven't been there since you were a kid, and sometimes you walk back in there and you kind of like go back to the way you were. The vibes are exactly the same versus this is, I used to know this place.
You used to know this place. Fundamentally, here's the reality. You're 15 now? 14? You're 14 now. Your mind, your brain has changed. Mm-hmm. You've grown. You are...
These trees didn't used to be nearly so short.
Well, they used to be filled with leaves.
Oh,
It used to not be a world in monochrome. It used to be a world in colors. Even when you were having to do with the shadow, when you were the horrible year of the shadow,
It was nighttime, but it was alive.
but it was alive. And so much of this has changed. And so as she guides you, you're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. And as you get closer to
The house.
the house, it becomes more and more familiar.
I decided to self-impose a coolness check, and I rolled a 1, so I'm actually doing really well.
You're doing really well. Well
You're
done.
coping. super well.
I'm coping so well.
You're coping so well, and you reach the top of a shoulder of a hill as Gwendy guides you, and you pass a spot that suddenly you remember.
Is it the woodsman spot?
It is.
That's something I saw in her memory.
No, you weren't there for that one. Although you got like a summary of everything, didn't you? It looks like all the normal ground. It doesn't look different or anything.
It doesn't look different. Yeah. You just know he is buried there.
I do a quick prayer.
I know exactly what this moment is, and I'm terrified.
I do a quick prayer over the spot, being like, thank you, Lord, for this man and what he tried to do. Oh, crap. It's all getting very real.
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm. But that means we're not far.
You're not far.
Because I made the run from this spot to the house. Quick. Fast.
You pass the highest point of the stream. There is a black pool that serves as a spring. That's where out of which the stream flows down into the Vale of Ardenfell and then turns sharply and heads west through a ravine. The pool seems deep, and its waters are not frozen.
Are other still bodies of water frozen?
In places, in those places that are shadowed completely, there is frost, particularly at this time. And you continue up the slope, and eventually, somewhat roundabout, but you come around the hill. There's a circle of trees, and passing through the circle of trees, you see the house.
Is seeing the house, is my initial thought gonna be, that's my house? Or is it, the last time I was here, that was the shadow space of operation? Like,
Yes.
does it feel like home?
No, yes, no,
That's
yes.
up to you.
It is.
I don't know. I need to know the vibes.
The problem is it's a mix.
It's both.
It is both. This is your home, and this is where the shadow came. It is dilapidated.
There's no windows.
There is no windows. There is an opacity about it. You know how you can, you feel the songs.
Mm-hmm.
There's a depth to your world. When you have your attention upon the house, there is an opacity to the walls of the house.
So if there's something in there, I can't.
That is, you can't see inside. You can't see through those walls. It is the house of your youth. It looks smaller than you remember. And the roof has not been tinted in 4 years, 5 years.
What are the sight lines like around the house? Is it just like, obviously there's trees, but is there anywhere like that's like you can't really see what's going on over there from where we're standing? It's
You've got the circle of trees. If you get out, this is woods. There's air. There's a place where your father cleared, and in that place, which was a dell, there were fields, but they haven't been planted in 5 years, and so
So it's just not trees, but it's definitely not clear land.
right.
Okay.
The forest, the woods have begun to encroach, to take back the land, even in just those 5 years. There are periodically prints.
The sun's fully up at this point.
The sun is fully up. It has taken you probably about an hour to get up here.
I would be quick about whatever you're gonna do.
Okay.
Gonna need a minute with the house.
Do you find a safe place to?
Yeah, I find a lookout position.
Okay.
So if that involves a tree, I use the tree.
Okay.
I'm not going in the house.
I don't want you to.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave this animal and food with you. If you run off with it, I'll know. It will be bad for you.
You don't have to tell me that.
Cool.
Oh,
It's just if you see a woe that, has cloven hooves, you'll know what happened.
oh.
Okie dokie then. We're gonna be a minute.
During the course of this walk,
I forgot they have regular hooves, not cloven hooves.
If you see one with hooves,
yeah.
regular hooves.
During this trek up the thing, I was not carrying Morgan on my shoulders. He is in my bag, just chilling.
Okay.
Since we left the house.
Now he has definitely cuddled close to you.
I would spend a decent amount of the time walking like with my hand in the bag, but yeah, no, he is not out and about.
Okay.
But I am still carrying the bag when I go in the house. And I'm fairly well laden. Like I've got my cloak and my bag and my long arm and my Bayon blade, and so I'm pretty. Yeah. Anyway, I guess I'm going.
Are you going with her?
Yeah, I'm going in the house.
Okay.
Before we get in the house though, and when she's like in her perch, wherever she is, are you ready? Are you okay?
I think literally standing in front.
Oh yeah.
Standing in front of the door. Is the door like there?
The door is there. It is shut.
Okay. Just another prayer. Oh my gosh. But she actually does let go of your hand. Stand behind me. It should be fine.
What are you afraid of?
I don't know. There's nothing alive in this house. It's fine. Oh, I'm gonna open the door.
You open the door. The interior is very real. It exactly matches
Exactly as I remember.
your memory, except it's smaller. The house is smaller, the interior is smaller. You're looking at it from an angle you've not looked at it before.
6 inches, 7 inches taller.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how much that little bit changes the world and makes it feel to a degree unreal, or wistful. There are 3 shelves. They're soot black. there is the corner, empty and bare. And you,
I'm going in next to
well, as you start to go in, you hear very distinctly sound outside. It's like if you were walking in the house, it's like around the corner, immediately outside.
I draw my mantle blade and I walk outside.
Okay. You are armed. You are armored. You are.
Yeah,
It's around. You distinctly heard the sound around the corner.
I peek around the corner.
There is a path, and again, it sounds like there is.
Is it always feeling like it's always just around the corner?
Well, it's like it would be like something right at the corner, and
Yeah.
so do you leave it alone?
Yeah, I'll go back inside
Okay.
and put those.
As
away.
you proceed back,
Yeah.
you are approaching the door when the ground beneath your feet. You ever seen like Little House on the Prairie? When you step on the rotted boards of a well
Yeah.
and the ground gives way beneath you.
Hey.
And can you give me a
Hey,
Hey, buddy. Okay, so that's an 8. What was it rolling for?
this is pretty much rolling initiative against the world.
As the world wins. Roll against the ground.
You're rolling against the acceleration of gravity.
Against the yeah.
Zero.
So
Do you react before the ground gets you?
yeah. The ground is very moist and wet.
Okay.
And so as you go down,
Too cheerful.
your hands go up,
Yeah.
and you drop. It happens so fast.
Yeah.
You are sliding, slipping. There is soil going around, trying to.
Yeah.
Are you waving pink?
No, I put them away. I'm clawing now.
Okay. Okay. You're trying to claw. It's hard because it's so
Yeah.
narrow.
Yeah.
You're not able to get your hands
But
down.
can my feet get in?
You're trying to get your feet in, but and there is a moment, a sudden shocking moment, when you come to a halt.
Please don't
And
eat my Mehru.
This would be so embarrassing if this is how it went out, you guys. How'd she die? Well, the ground ate her, so.
I'm sorry, Arliss, I couldn't shoot the ground.
you are caught by something that has caught the back of you. It's around. You can feel the thing on your throat. You are choking. You are. It's
I engage
cutting.
Lydia to go up and break the.
It's like reaching into your hair and having to tear it free.
Okay, I redo the mantle blades and try to just. That's a 10.
That's a 10.
What? Yeah.
But can you?
But with mantle blades, I have a 6.
It hurts
Yes,
as you tear it free. But you can give me a Constitution check also.
That's a 15.
Ow. Okay. Yeah. So the world is narrowing. It's it's just getting breath, and you tear
Yeah.
it free.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you are sliding down, you're falling, and darkness, and then there is the faintest moment of no longer being trapped, and you hit water.
Okay. Has Lydia fully formed around me at this point?
One, your glasses are off.
Okay.
Two, the whole falling thing has torn a lot of things free.
Yeah.
When you hit water, your sense of Lydia is not.
It's cold.
It's cold. Lydia's not forming around you, which is weird.
Yeah.
Really weird.
Yeah.
But more important thing is you've hit
Water.
which is moving.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So, do you have swimming?
I have backstory, and in my backstory, I swam in the ocean with my sister all the time.
Okay. Give me a.
This is all.
Ocean.
This is all.
That's a 3. That's a. What was I rolling against?
Okay.
It might be critical.
Okay, I'm willing to give you the critical.
Okay.
You scrabble yourself back up.
Yeah.
And
Swim.
there's a very definite current. The important thing about getting back up is when you come up, you hit.
Oh no.
But there is a gap, a pocket of air.
Is it going up? Can I feel it going up?
It's
How dare you! I told you drowning in a dark place was my worst nightmare, and you used it against me.
the stream is what it is cold. It is cold, painful, like being stabbed with knives. Cold. Getting that gasp of air, but there's water that's also coming with it, and it pulls you along. And it's very definitely going someplace, but that gap gets smaller and smaller, and you're clawing at. It's mostly rock, but you are more or less holding on with all of your might to keep your face in that little pocket of air.
Okay. Can I try a terrestrial magistry to get a hold on one of that something in the earth?
You can try.
There? Okay. I have a +1. I rolled a 2, and it might be a critical, and it's a critical 2.
You have a hold.
I have a hold.
You are not drowning today, babe.
Not in this moment. Mage light. I would like to see where I'm at.
How do you make the mage light?
Just kidding. I would like to go where there's more air hole. I'm trying to.
You can try to claw your way back.
Is it against the current?
Yes.
Okay.
The current at this point, you've more or less reached what allows you to get that grip, that good grip. You've more or less reached a dip in the rock, and the current continues forward. You're dealing with a pocket that's maybe about 4 feet long and 2 feet wide of air.
Okay, I'm gonna try to. Okay, here's the hold. I'm keeping the hold, and I'm gonna try to terrestrial magistry up and out this way. Make a way.
Well, when I say hole, that where you're holding on to, there is not a hole above your head.
No, I'm trying to make one.
Okay.
I'm trying to make one to the surface.
Okay. You're gonna have to burn power, but do.
I don't know what that means, but okay. It's a 2 something.
Okay.
It's a 2.
How much power?
+1 for terrestrial magic.
Okay. How much? You've got.
I don't know if this is accurate because I don't know how to calculate the
At this point, you strike upward,
Yeah.
and it's at you, as it were, just sheer force.
Yeah.
Strike upward and begin to tear the ceiling apart.
Yeah. Well,
And
it sounds bad when you say it that way, but yeah.
I mean, the ceiling of dirt that is.
at a certain point, you do successfully, with that critical, you tear through the stone that is upholding the soil that is above your head.
No, I didn't think
At
about this.
which point
Ah,
it begins to give way.
son of a bitch. Okay.
And the breathing gap that had been left to you, you begin to successfully destroy as this begins to cave in on you.
I didn't have a lot of options. You can trying to go upwards, or you can suffocate in dirt. Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna keep trying to go up. Go with the current.
One is significantly better than the
To a
other.
better place.
It could, but the better place might be with the Lord. I roll a 3, and I have a 1 in terrestrial magistry. Keep going.
You burn. It's
I want out.
All the burning power.
somewhere as you are tearing through this, you kind of do your math in the head of how long you fell.
It was a long way.
It was a long way, but you tear more of the ceiling away, and you're able to bring down the roof.
I'm so good at this.
Water is swirling around you. The soil for a moment, the amount that you're bringing down actually starts forming as it were a dam. And so the water rises and pushes you up against the ceiling as the soil is coming down.
I hate this.
And
I hate this so much.
it is being buried between earth and water. Give me a constitution check to get a breath.
Oh my god. That's a 12. That's a 12.
You gasp for breath and you get a mouthful of water.
Sick. I don't know what else to do here except to try again.
It's almost like you need to propel yourself up into the dirt more than pull the dirt down.
I don't know if blocking the way was the way to go, or if I should have gone with the water, but I don't know.
Well, the water, you can feel the current is still moving. It's just you've dammed it somewhat as it is rising.
Okay, one more good push. That's an 11, but I've trust geometry. It just barely. I made it.
You're clawing at it, and you're still succeeding in tearing the soil apart. It's just you're dealing with approximately 68 feet of distance that you got to go through,
feet.
and
Oh my God.
that is.
Okay.
But I'm telling the player that the character doesn't know.
I
She's
know,
just
but it's
scrabbling for a surface that
But that's
she.
the third try that I haven't received surface, so I'm gonna just try to go with the water, I guess. Try to take a breath if I can get one, and I guess we're.
Give me a constitution. Try to get that
I
breath.
don't know what's
Constitution.
13.
No.
It is your world is narrowing.
Chest hurts.
Chest hurts.
Real bad.
Okay, mantle blades out, and I'm trying to dig through the dam that I just made.
No, mantle blades are not coming out.
No. I'm trying to, I guess, go into where I.
You dive into the current,
Yeah.
and
I guess. Yeah.
doing so breaks the
Great.
the plug, as it were, that you've been building up. But it's rock and soil around you, and water pushing you through, and you feel. You've got your stuff around you that is you're having to wiggle through,
Take it off.
break free.
Whatever is there, just rip it off.
One more constitution.
This is so bad. Okay, 5.
You force yourself through, and then there's just you're just at that point where you're holding the air in your lungs, and you're reaching that burning moment when you know you've got to. It would be
Like my body will take a breath with
your body is about to take a breath, and you're suddenly going up,
faster.
and you burst through the surface, and you're in the midst of a black pool.
Okay.
And you scrabble over and claw your way up out of the spring
Okay.
where you're at.
I'm on the surface.
You're on the surface.
Okay.
You're on the ground. You.
We saw the pool when we
Right,
came
okay,
up.
I'm just making sure it's the same
Yeah.
one. It's not an underground cavern. Okay.
And
Wrong game.
as you're just laying there breathing, and you've got an oddest sense of absence. As you reach up to where your mantle is supposed to be. And what you feel are like strands. And looking, you can catch just strands that are burning away because you've torn your mantle free. Lydia can't form because there's no mantle to form around you as armor. Mantle blades can't form because there's no mantle to form into blades.
I tore it off myself, or it tore it off me as I fell down?
Yes. That when you reached up
Oh.
and you seized and you tore in order to break free. You, on the other hand.
I was gonna say, like, I don't want to have to bury you two, and then I realized I wasn't gonna have to, and that made me even more sad. Crap. I just walked into the house. The door was open.